Greetings, everyone. First of all, before I begin, I do apologize for my hair. It does look like I've just gotten out of bed. I don't like to use gel, and when I have a little bit more hair, it tends to do things like this, where this side just refuses to stay down no matter how much I brush it. Even if I wet it, it just sort of stays up and it looks rather silly, I'll be honest. But no matter how much I've tried before this video to sort that out, it's just constantly doing that kind of clown thing. So I apologize for that. Anyway, that's not what I'm going to talk about with you, obviously. I want to talk about this thing that you may have heard of, this story where an Anglican, and here's the first problem: what do we call this lady? Because I kind of don't want to keep saying Anglican priest, or some people mockingly have said priestess. But actually, the article in the Catholic News Agency used the perfect word, and that's the same word I'm going to use: Anglican minister. Because you can get ministers of all kinds of things, and this particular minister works in the Anglican Church. Hence why the Catholic News Agency in their title put Anglican minister concelebrates, in quotations, Mass for the installation of Catholic archbishop, and then it goes on to say takes communion. So she concelebrated this Mass, even though she's an Anglican minister, and she took communion. Vivian Schwanke de Oliveira, a minister of the Anglican Episcopal Church of Brazil, the IEAB by its Portuguese acronym, concelebrated, again in quotations, the Sunday, February 9th Mass for the installation of the Archbishop of the Archdiocese of Chapeco in St. Anthony Cathedral. Now, I was originally going to make this video saying, this is the problem, isn't it? When you try and have an ecumenical Mass, when you try and do a Mass with various leaders of various churches of various Christian denominations, something like this can happen. The leader of said Christian church may take communion, and then you've realized you've made a mistake. Whoops. But then while reading this article, I realized this isn't actually permitted at all. You cannot even concelebrate a Mass with somebody who is the leader of another church that isn't in communion with the Catholic Church. So it's not even a case of, we'll do this Mass together, but you just make sure you don't do certain things because you're not permitted to do them. It's a case of, you are not supposed to be up here on this altar. Because as you can see further down in this article, it does say Canon 908 of the Code of Canon Law states that Catholic priests are forbidden to concelebrate the Eucharist with priests or ministers of churches or ecclesial communities which are not in full communion with the Catholic Church. Catholic ministers may lawfully administer the sacraments only to Catholic members of Christ's faithful, who equally may lawfully receive them only from Catholic ministers. That's Canon 844. So that clearly didn't happen here. We can see from this video that was very long. It was a 2.5-hour video that was put up on YouTube, and I tried to find the couple of moments that are significant. And here's the first one where she is making her way to the altar among the other priests. So there she goes. And then later on, because we also have the communion part, you actually see some of the priests going forward, because there are a lot of priests there. They're going forward to take communion, and she is clearly going forward also to take communion. And actually, in the moment where she's just about to consume the communion host, the body of Christ, the camera cuts away to these singers. I don't know if it did that on purpose, if the cameraman realized what was going on and thought this isn't really right, we shouldn't show this, or if it was just by chance, but they don't actually show the moment of consumption by this lady. But they clearly show her making her way there. They clearly show Vivian about to take communion, which she did. Now, there was a press release put out by the Archdiocese of Chapecó. And this is the original version that is obviously in Portuguese. So if you, like me, do not speak Portuguese, then you will not be able to read this. But thankfully there is a translation of this. And it reads, in reference to what happened during the solemn mass of installation of the Archdiocese of Chapecó and my installation as a Metropolitan Archbishop, meaning this must have been put out by the guy who was literally installed as the Archbishop, Odelia Jose Magri. To continue, we inform you that we have already communicated with the Apostolic Nunciator in Brazil regarding the circumstances of this isolated incident of inadvertent violation of liturgical norms. We renew our commitment to doctrinal orthodoxy and liturgical orthopraxy, and we will strive to avoid future errors. We implore divine blessings on our particular church as we continue united in the evangelizing mission. But it's one of those after the fact things where you just think, could you not have foreseen that this was going to happen? You've invited a minister of the Anglican Church in Brazil to concelebrate the Mass. So you've already broken canon law. It's not even a case of, as I said before, this is permissible and then later on she received communion and you didn't realize that was going to happen, or you forgot, or it was a mix-up. You've invited a minister of the Anglican Church to concelebrate a Mass that you're not supposed to do. Surely you realize that that is contrary to the teachings of your church, unless you don't realize that, and if you don't realize that, then that is obviously a problem. Now, the way things work is that, generally speaking, I certainly know this is the case in England, and it could well be the case in Brazil and in other countries. The Anglican Church believes that they are in communion with the Catholic Church. So if she is here at this Mass, she believes she can concelebrate the Mass, and she also believes she can go forward and take communion. Anglicans don't see any problems with this. They believe they can go to any Catholic Mass and take communion at that Mass. Catholics obviously say they cannot do this, but Anglicans believe they can. Anglicans also believe you as a Catholic can go to an Anglican Mass, because again, it works both ways. They can go to your Mass, you can go to their Mass, and you can receive communion there, no problem. They won't have any issue with that. So in some ways, to the untrained eye, they could seem like they're much more tolerant because they accept Catholics being at their Mass. They're quite happy for a Catholic priest to concelebrate their Mass. Again, I'm saying Mass here. Their service. They accept that a Catholic priest can concelebrate their service with them and take their version of communion. But it doesn't work that way with the Catholic Church. You cannot not be a Catholic and go to a Mass and take communion. You can go to a Mass if you're not a Catholic. You can go to a Catholic Mass and observe, but you obviously cannot take communion. And you cannot go to a Catholic Mass if you're not a Catholic priest or a priest who is in communion with the Catholic Church and concelebrate the Mass and take communion. So there's the confusion there that the members of the Catholic Church who organized this, who invited her, should have known. If they invite her, she isn't going to say no because she believes it's completely fine, but they should know that it isn't. It was a similar incident to this, maybe more scandalous, the previous one, when, I don't know if you remember, I also covered this here, an imam was given communion during a service. And I don't think the imam actually took the communion to his mouth, but he did take the communion host, i.e. he took Jesus and walked off with him. But in this case, the Anglican minister lady did consume the communion host. She did consume Jesus, even though she isn't a Catholic, and has never gone to a valid confession in her life. So she's probably stained in sin, as are we. But we get to go to confession regularly and clean ourselves up from that. Folks, what do you think about this whole incident? Do you accept this idea that it was a simple mistaken error and that they shall make sure that they strive not to do it again? Or do you think this was something that they did purposely and now they're sort of pretending that, whoops, they made a mistake and that they won't do it again? Leave your comments below as usual in the comment section. Give the video a like if you do like it. And thank you very much for watching. Have a blessed day.